Hello, I'm Lorcan of Birdbar Studio, and today I'll be doing session 3 of playing through games from the Brackeys Game Jam 2020.2. Okay, so the first game I'm going to play today is Screw This Party. So, anxiety, boredom, loneliness, preferring to play video games at home. Have you ever tried to escape from a party? Screw This Party is a push box puzzle game, in which you look for the exit of a party that doesn't excite you at all. Controls WASD, R to retry, Z to skip, text, space bar to activate items. This game is created within the framework of the Brackeys Game Jam 2020.2, designed by a computer engineering student and visual art student, both from Chile, being our first game. Level design and coding by Macro Gomez, I think. Art and narration. Eliza, it's not Eliza, it's Eloisa. Naito? I'm going to keep trying to pronounce the names I see in these, even if I can't pronounce half of them. Sorry for any mispronunciations I do. Thanks to Influencers for music. Influencer. We love you all. Thanks for playing. Game bugs when moving people while the rewind animation. Some levels you could just move someone into the exit, not supposed to, and sometimes the retry loads a previous level. We didn't have time to fix it. No problem with that. It's game jams. I think you'd be pretty harsh for anyone to expect no bugs in game jam games. So it's a keyboard only game, so left, right, up, down, and R2. And R just to retry. So I can push them about. Finally I've been waiting for the pandemic to end. Back party. It was set to continue text, wasn't it? So there's the arrow. So if I just moved them forward, I would have blocked my own path. There you go. I don't know anybody. That's out of the way. So now we're going to start interacting with objects. So why that? So that's the rewinding mechanic coming into play now. So let's say this. Can I have more than one of these at a time? So I've got myself stuck here. So it rewrites one turn each time. So you have to be a bit methodical about this. Neat. So I want to move him forward, one, go down, rewind so I can push them up. There we go. And I push them there, rewind. It's all making sense. I'm able to solve the puzzles. So if I pushed him a bit too far there. I not take these? let's just retry that. Might have missed some of the oh, should have not pressed set then. Should have pressed set instead, okay. Now I could have moved him out of the way before, because even if I push them there, I'm stuck there. Okay, let's try this then. There you go, you're out of the way there now. Ah, and they turned back in the way, okay. Let's just put this guy into the corner. There we go. There we are. Ah, okay, so the door's blocked. So I need to put him on the button first. Okay, yeah, they signaled that. They signaled that clearly enough, actually. Oh. I'm liking this. This is kind of showing you think something's going to be a simple solution, but then you do need to prep for the fact of, look at that, won't work. You do need to actually think, okay, how much will I be rewinding? So if I just put them, no, that won't work. I need to put them up so I can still get through. Okay, there we go. So when you rewind, it's each person in the scene will move back to their previous spot, regardless of when it is that you moved them last. There we go. So you kind of have to keep track of things. So no rewinding in this one. Let's move you to the top. Might have not planned this out well. Issue is there's no way for me to get someone here. Oh wait, no. Can I push them all together? Yes, I can. Okay. I forgot I could push them all. Okay. So I need to move them out of the way. There we are. Okay, and then that gets them. It's like the little animation of them bobbing their heads about. I'm guessing somehow pushing them that way is part of this, just thinking out, because I start up here. by doing this, I can no longer move them up. That's my issue with this one. This one's got me stumped. So I can only move them down. Okay, so from the starting point, one of my options, I can move them downward. I can only move the guy to the left down. I can't move them right, I can't move them left, and I can't move them up because I don't have the angle. I can move this guy down, and if it was possible to get to his left, I could push him right, but then I would not be able to put him back left again. The issue is there's no way, once I get them on this bottom area, I see no way I can get them back up again. Cannot figure this one out. I think this is the one that stumps me. I just can't see, because as far as I know with this, all I can do is down, down, down. There's no way for me to access them from the sides. Once I get one of them down, I can't maneuver any of the other two because I can't. They're blocked off. Let's try this. Oh god, okay, now I feel a bit like a dumbass. Now finally, it's like, I can't do that, and then it's like, oh. Okay, it's funny how things finally click. Okay. I want to move you up to there, then reverse you both. There you go. I need that one to be moved off the spot, because let's say this, even if I do this, maybe that is the solution. Okay, I'm gonna try something else here. The issue is, how do I move? Oh. Yeah, the issue is just there's no way for me to get here in order to push that guy there, so now I'm... I know this won't be the solution, but let's just see what happens here. So that lets me maneuver enough to access the door. Then I'm blocked off here. I can't get that guy on the button. The issue is I could push that guy from below. Because by the time I get here, by reversing where he is, I can no longer access this area. So this area has to kind of be sorted. This guy needs to move, at least he can be moved up and he can be moved, but he can only be moved up, because that's the only accessible places below him. That's blocked off by this guy here. Let's think. Just let's try this. No, I've just complicated it for myself, I think. Alright, I'll give this, how much longer would I give this puzzle? I'm gonna give it maybe 2 more minutes. If I can't solve it by then, I'll have to stop for now. Okay, so if I'm standing in the spot, that's not good. Just can't figure it out here. I don't think I'm missing an interaction here. Just think. So I need 2 spaces free here. There's no way for me to push these 2 in this direction or in this direction. I can only move them up, or potentially I can move this one down and block off that exit. I'm just going to try doing... Not sure if this would be anywhere near a solution, but just going to try. Moving these characters to kind of extremes. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave it there. I just cannot figure out the solution for this one. So I'm just gonna... Well, quickly see, I'll check out the comments, because maybe I'll just see if anyone else managed to find the solution. Okay, I wasn't able to solve it. Let me just... Is it? Oh, I'll say I'm not going to hold it against them that I can solve that one. Apart from that final puzzle there, which I couldn't get through, the puzzles did seem to make a good amount of sense. They were good brain teasers. I wish I could figure out that last one, but anyway. And if it's about how the theme was used, it seemed like a great use of the theme. Just the way it was implemented as a good mechanic. It did make you have to kind of think carefully about how you moved the characters around the scene, so yeah. I can't really think of anything else to say on that, just seemed to work well. Okay, the next one I'm going to try is Back in the Lab. This is Back in the Lab. You play as a scientist who made a time rewind watch, but the company which gave you that task wants to use it for evil. Your goal is to make it to the end of this weird laboratory while solving puzzles, opening doors, and dodging projectiles with the power of your watch. Info: move with A and D keys, or right and left arrows. Okay. Jump with the space key, rewind time with shift. The game has 6 levels. The rewind mechanic affects the world, but it doesn't affect you, so you can use this to your advantage in different points in time. Okay. The credits, developed by Soy Fixter Dev and Polo Big for the Brackeys Game Jam 2020.2. Okay, and these are the links to their itch.io pages. Every asset, code, sound, and music was made during the jam. Okay. Alright, let's get started. Okay, and I think they said there was a misspelling here. Bit of a crazy font at the very edges there, though I can still read it. It's just a bit out there. Okay, so press E to use the button. Okay, and I'm assuming. Let's see. Can I? Now, what was the rewind button? Because I'm assuming... okay, so shift... Oh. Can I rewind? Seem to have trouble jumping there, okay. There you go, in I go. We even got cutscenes. Okay. Rewind. And E to go to the next floor. That prompt could have been used earlier, but just telling people to use the shift button before. Oh well, there we go. Gonna wait for it to come down. Use it as a jumping point. Hooray! Okay. It's like an old tune in the background here. Oh. Something moved in the screen. Okay. So that's one door. That's the platform. Okay, let's just get here. Rewind. Very big level, this one, isn't it? Sort of. Let's look. I mean, it's big level, but at least because if it was a big level and I had to kind of comprehend everything I was doing, some sort of grand oval puzzle, I'd probably get a bit confused. But if it's just like this, it's sort of no need one thing to the next. It's like, okay, I can get through this. Oh, okay. So I assume these are bad. Call me crazy. Oh no! Oh, I can still jump on that. I didn't need it down. That was a side thing apparently. I didn't need that down to get past it. Oh. Whee. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Just this door. Is the door not affected by time? So then I didn't actually have to use the platform there. What's up here? Oh, I'm on the other side of the door here. Okay. You're able to... Oh. Okay. Let's just get on this, actually, that makes more sense. There we are. You're able to cheese some of the... Oh, that didn't kill me, that's good. You're able to cheese some of these puzzles by just simply not needing to actually use the platforms to jump. Oh, okay, that killed me. Oh. Okay, so let's be a little bit better with our dodging this time. Oh, can I use that as a blocker? I can, so I can use that as kind of a shield. Just having a little bit of trouble jumping off the platforms, just there's not a lot of leeway in them. I think one of the things that could help that is, I think it's one of those things that some platformers would do is they give you a little bit of time after you fall off a ledge. Like they have a very small count of like 0.2 per second. That when I go off this ledge, I press space, I'll still jump. Just that could be good for this one, because I think there's a few times I've gone to a ledge, jumped, and just fallen, where there's just a tiny bit of wiggle room there. Right, you can kind of hold the weapons back into the guns. But not if you press it after they start. That's interesting. So you need to do it. There you go. Now. Okay, I need to wait. There we go. Huzzah, I live. Oh. Yeah, that's the... I don't know if that's a bug, that's a slight issue in that you can't... A little bit scared to go up there. Let's, can I crouch? Just go there and hope. There you go. I'm safe for now. Well, that was risky. That would have been a bit mean if that killed me. Alright, there we go. Okay, that was back in the lab. Okay, yeah. Well, I can't really think of much to say there, just seemed like a good, competent platformer. As I noted, I think there was, I think more of a bug that the turrets would still shoot when you were reversing time. I'm not sure if that was a bug or deliberate, but it felt like it could have been a bit of a bug. My only thing is just for the sake of maybe polishing some additional control. As I said, if there's a little bit of leeway after falling off ledges or edges, just that you could still start a jump. Just I think that would have worked, because it felt a bit sudden when you fell when you're walking off ledges to jump. So for platformers, just that tends to be quite a good addition to the coding. But that's a polishing thing. As a design, mechanics, and visuals and sound, actually, it all works grand. So yeah, that was back in the lab. Okay, I've not tried this one yet, but let's have a look. So, batteries not included. You play as a clockwork. You play as a clockwork, a toy robot, traversing a daycare to retrieve a new pair of batteries for their friend. It will not be an easy task, as they need to rewind their mechanism time and time again to move at just the right pace. We really encourage you to download the game for Windows users, but for those who cannot download, a web version is available to play. Okay. And this was made by WASD Indie Game Dev, Atroid, Sib Yas, Nuzzle Nose, Maru, Iggs Mindiv. Okay. So it's a 5-person team. Okay, let's launch. Alright, so I think there might be some engine noises outside, so that might get into the recording, but anyway. Okay. Okay, so credits here again. Okay. Let's do the tutorial. Okay, so this is a how-to. While you're wound up, you can press spacebar to jump, and you can touch a wall while you jump to bounce. Left mouse button to wind up. Release to move. The longer you hold, the further you'll walk. Okay. Okay, let's start. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Oh. It'd be nice if there was a meter to tell you what your kind of moving charge was, because I can't really... It's a bit of guesswork to gauge the distance in a way. Oh. I wasn't sure if I could or could not walk on those papers there. Okay. Alright, so charging up more. Okay. I'd say the stop and forward momentum's a bit sudden. I sort of would imagine, I don't know, sort of the momentum to carry over until it kind of stops gradually rather than just sudden. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back. Failure is quite expensive from what I can see in this. If you miss a jump, you potentially have to go quite far back before you can get the chance again. Yeah, that's the issue. When the jumping just stops your kind of momentum dead in the air, and just because there's nothing to let you know how much you've got left, it does make it a bit difficult to gauge these things. Oh, no. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back there again. It's not very forgiving. Alright, there we go. I'm finally over that ledge. I'm free. Okay, so it's a bit confusing what's in the foreground and what's in the background a little bit, because I thought maybe could I land, is this something I land on or not? I get it, there's just kind of a flat 2D path, but it can just be a little bit confusing. There's just a lot of things behind you that looks like they could be potentially landable on. Let's see. I have to say that I can't say that's fun when you want to power halfway through a jump and you just freeze. It's just because, again, you can't tell when you might run out of power. It's kind of, there you go, it's a little bit of guesswork on your part that you're just kind of, when you run out of power and you fall down, you just kind of have to hope that, you know, you just about stop at a good point. I suppose I could wind up in smaller bursts, but I don't know how far that would take me. That's the issue. Like, there we go, like that. I get that it's going for the, like, you have to wind up your actions kind of thing. It's just because there's not enough information back. I didn't miss something to, wait, I'm just gonna check, is there... Okay, I can move to release longer hold the further you walk. You change directions when you hit things. Spacebar to jump. There's no cancel movement button though, so... That's the issue. I get the idea of the mechanic, and I could see it working. It's just the fact that the information is not given back, you really can't gauge. Like, potentially what you just want to do is you just, if the option was there, you just want to hold on long enough that you just get, you know, charged just to keep on moving and moving. I see that I held the button there for, you know, substantially longer than before. I can't gauge what that means though. And I'm too close to the edge now here to be able to, well, there we go. So I was just about to, and there's the question, am I... It's whether or not you're gonna have enough charge to make it. I'll give this a little bit of time, but I have to say it is, I don't want to be overly harsh, but it's just the lack of feedback on the information does make it more frustrating than fun. It's just you. Let's see, I'm gonna try again. I'm just gonna hold this down for as long as I can. Like if the sound kind of, I don't know, even if the noise maybe slowed down in intensity and kind of wound down as you got to the end, it wouldn't be as good as just a blunt, you know, display bar or something, but it would let you know. But there's just not really enough feedback to let you know how much power you have to do things. So I don't know, for example, how much power do I need to be able to get up this edge but not go on so long that, you know, I'm gonna walk off the edge there. Like, am I going to stop before here? Okay. It kind of, the mechanics as they are now kind of unfairly force you to do a lot of backtracking, and like it's taking a lot of effort just to get a little bit of distance in this. And there we go. And the reason for failure doesn't really feel so much due to player failure as it does just due to the mechanic fighting against the player. Like, am I going to want to have charge before? Okay, so I'm at the very edge here. I'm going to give this, again, I'm going to give it 2 more minutes, and then if I can't make it after that, I'm going to have to stop. Because I think, as I play this, the feeling is just try and hold on as much as, there we go, as much as possible, because there's just, if you get something wrong in this, you have to backtrack so much that you really don't want to. There we go, like, even there, I technically hit the edge, but I wasn't on the edge enough. It's a very narrow window. Okay, I'm gonna try getting up there one more time, but after that I'm just okay, I think that's it for me. let's go to the main menu here for talking. So, as I said while I was playing it, I think the issue is because it doesn't give you enough information on how far you're going to walk and what you're doing. To be honest, it comes off as more frustrating than fun. I could see how it could be made, into a fun thing to do, and it could be more engaging. It's just the way it is now. At least for me, when I'm holding down the button, I can't gauge how much distance I'm going to get for the holding, because nothing's telling me or really informing me. I know the character kind of flashes yellow when you're at kind of maximum, but that doesn't tell me anywhere between, the maximum amount of walking and enough just to make a single jump. So yeah, and also just I think along with that, the fact that momentum completely dies off. I think if momentum stopped when you're on the ground, that would kind of be fine. But I think it's when you're kind of making a jump in this, and you're going to get to the other end. You've jumped in time to manage to get, over the gap, and then you run out of charge and you just plummet to the ground halfway through the jump. Along with just feeling a bit awkward with the momentum just suddenly disappearing. Again, it just increases the frustration of it. It's so difficult to get the timings right that when you did get the timing right, but just you didn't have enough charge. Like there's no motivation to be subtle with the wind up. You essentially just want to go as much as you can and just try to get to the end, sort of, and just hope you don't run out of charge. So yeah, I think the fixes for that, I think, like, they wouldn't be difficult fixes. They'd add some kind of charge bar or charge wheel just to show you how much charge you gotten and show you how quickly it's winding down to nothing. And I'd say let the player keep the momentum while they're in the air and only kill off their forward and up momentum when they're on the ground, basically. If I had those two things, I think that would significantly improve the sort of the fun factor of it and get rid of the frustration. The other thing to consider is, as I said, failure in this game seemed very expensive. If you fell down somewhere, in the way the level was designed, if you fell down somewhere, you would have to backtrack all the way back till you hit a pillar that was kind of in the right, a pillar in the right place to bounce you going back in the direction you want. Actually, another thing, maybe I didn't see that in the tutorial. If there's an option maybe to kill your power, that could be a thing. So, you just charge it up and then you can press right click or something to stop moving. That way, you'd have a bit more control over what you're doing. I just think the information of what you're doing is a little bit too far removed for the player for you to really make informed decisions. And because failure costs so much in this game, that if you fail you have to backtrack so much, or just you end up repeating the same thing again and again. It's just because you've got so low. If in this game the failure didn't set you back so much, say there were checkpoints, or when you fell from a certain height you died and you started back, the furthest point you got or something, it wouldn't seem so bad when you failed because it wouldn't take you too long to try again. But on this one, it's just it takes you so long to try again, and you can't gauge it. So I hate to be negative on games during the jam, but at the same time I don't want to say nothing if I can think of anything that I think would make the game better. It's more useful for me to say what I think on this. So I think it could be more engaging if there were just a few things to give the player a bit more control over what they were doing, and you just need to be careful of the backtracking, really. So yeah, sorry I couldn't get further in this one. Anyway, so that was batteries not included. I think I'd be curious to see if other people have an easier time with it than I did. But yeah, I hopefully at least the feedback's useful. I'm sorry I couldn't play more of it, but hopefully at least I've said something useful. Anyway, on to the next one. Okay, I was curious about this one because it looks a bit abstract. Rewind sticks. So remember, pick up sticks that you play during your childhood. If you don't remember, it's fine. The game is too simple Okay, the game is too simple. The colorful sticks will fall, and you have to pick it up one by one, but this time using rewind mechanics. Be careful when picking up the stick. If you made a significant movement, you have failed the level. Please try in full screen mode. That's it. Please try to play this game and give us your rating and feedback. Okay. Controls left mouse to click to select the stick, and mouse wheel for rotating around. Okay. Alright, and this was made by Make Games with Unity. Okay, let's launch. I'll try full screen. As I said, games with the web GLL thing, those seem to format themselves a bit funny for me whenever I try full screening them. Yep, there we go. Click all the sticks one by one to rewind it. To have a better angle, use the mouse wheel to rotate it. Okay. So okay, so that's just rewinding them. So one, I'm a little bit confused what the can I move the camera at all? No, okay. So I can okay, I can rotate the camera with the mouse wheel, that's what I meant. So I can click on this. It's up in the air. Alright. Yellow. I think the fact that this is covering up what's... I don't know when I failed it. It covers it up before I can see. Is this like an order thing? Do I have to like click the sticks in the right order? There's orange. Another orange. Red. Green. Is this like a color matching thing? Okay, so green, green, green. Orange? No, okay. It seems to... Okay, that's confusing. Alright, I'm sorry to say, but I can't really tell what it is I'm supposed to be doing there. Remember, pick up the sticks you played during... Okay. Six of four, and you have to pin them up one by one, but this time using... Okay. Oh, okay, so is it that if... you kind of have to pick the sticks at the top, and if they shake the ones lower down? If you made a significant movement, you will fail the level. Okay, it's a bit hard to tell, to be honest. Alright. I think I'm gonna leave that one at that. So it was still a bit hard to tell what was going on, to be honest. Okay, let's try a 3D one. Try to remember. You've been recommended to the head of the detective department because you have really... Oh god, this is not me. You have accepted to have a meeting with him to demonstrate your capability. Oh god. But be careful, the boss has anger issues. WSD to move, left control to crouch, space to jump, right click to zoom in. Okay, look around. Mouse. When you're investigating, choose an answer and then left click. You'll be presented with a room full of detail. Observe it for 50 seconds and then try to answer the questions. You can use the rewind buttons on the top left corner to go back and observe the room again. but this time you only have 15 seconds to observe. You don't want to know if you had something correctly 3 times. Okay. This will probably not go well for me. My memory is about as good as a goldfish's. Game made by Sergio Manuel Ibanez, Kenaos Alsabar, Carlos Diaz Monozo. I'm gonna try and pronounce every name I see. I don't care if I can't pronounce them. I will at least give the dyslexic effort. Miquel Villa Lobos Verde. Oh, I tried. That's the best I can give. Okay, so this is a memory game. This is not gonna bode well for me, but okay, crouch, pause, movement, stacked answer, zoom. Let us hope. Let us dream. Well, I like the visuals. Okay, welcome, try to remember. You're ready to pass the test that I rate you? No. I like the animations. I just wanted to be honest. Okay, skip intro. Oh, didn't think it would skip this far. Oh god, okay. Well, here's a glass. It's $1. Alright, 350, 711. Okay, going American prices. Okay, so I'm trying to remember sort of white hat, blue dress, red dress, just Yodie clothing. I have no clue what's going on outside. Oh, there's a flashing thing. What is that? It's like a little doorway. Oh. Alright. What was the sleeping man wearing? Okay, he had a black suit. Hooray, my memory. It works a bit. What time was it? That's an interesting question, and probably something I should have focused on. Okay, so it's almost 11:15. Any other details? You have a red tie. This looks like cats on the whiskey. Okay, were they resting on the wall, just standing up? Yay. How many stools? Oh no. How many bows were there? Let's try. Okay, this is. There was only one stool. Okay. Are these? Do they count as barrels? Because there was only. I mean, those are crates. I'm not sure they count as barrels, though. Oh, thank God. How much did the whiskey cost? Yay. Red? Okay, I am not in a good place. What did the drink boxes on the back of the bar contain? What did the drink boxes on the back of the car? Okay, I'm just gonna. 10 bottles of. Okay, beer. Should have gone with my gut there. Let's just trying to solve any other information. Oh, they are green chairs, okay. Oh boy. Okay, I think that's the extent of my memory abilities. So let's just go to credits. Okay. Despite it being a game on my worst field of memory game, I still enjoyed it. I like the presentation. It's kind of nicely surreal. I like the format. Memory games are not what I'm good at, but regardless, I still had fun. So yeah, that was Try to Remember. Maybe if I played it often enough, my memory would get better. Looks like it actually has quite the range of different environments and setups, so I like the kind of looks like random generation aspect, so yeah, okay. That was Try to Remember. Okay, the next game I'm going to play is a very cool game. Okay, please play in full screen for the best experience. This game was made for the Brackeys Game Jam 2020.2 around the theme Rewind. How to play. Your goal is to switch the lever that will open the door, then retrace, or shall I say rewind, your steps back to the door to exit the room. If you think that the level is too easy for you, try taking the gem in every level, but remember a longer route to the lever means a longer route back to the door. Okay, backspace. Fortunately, I didn't have time to polish the game or make it look good. Yeah, I mean, it looks good from the screenshot there. Level X wasn't supposed to make it to the final version of the game, but I left it there just to show. Okay, and this was made by Ninja Monkey. Okay, let's launch. Okay, and there was 7 levels. Okay, let's play. So move using WASD or arrow keys. Okay, and then rewind using backspace. I like the jumping. I don't really know much about making 2D games, but you can. Okay. Can I jump? No. Oh. Oh, dead. I like the audio. It's reminding me of just like the old Mickey Mouse games from Sega Mega Drive. Okay, so I can't go below these, so it is okay, let's see what happens, because I assume in the rewind I risk being shot a lot. There we go. So that's the thing you have to be careful of. Oh, the rewind doesn't 100% match up with the actual movement, which is a slight issue for navigating, but alright. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Yep. Okay, I think I'll ignore the bragging rights this time and just simply go for the lever. Oh. So restart option for, yep, that's my restart. Look. there we are. Oh. Oh no, this is... Oh, that worked apparently. Sorry for the noise if people can hear it in the background. I mean, I can at the moment. I think it's being picked up by the mic. I have no clue what it is. It's just there for some reason today. Just gonna go for the simple solution. Oh. Take me. Some of the jumps seem to be a little bit out of reach in this. Just, it's very narrow. Can I, like, jump on the enemies? Is that what I'm supposed to do here? Just feels like the jump is a bit... No. Okay, so that's definitely not the answer. It feels like that platform should be lower. Some of the jumps are a little bit too on the edge. Oh. There we go. Ah. Huh. Okay. There's a terminal there. I feel like... Okay. I don't know if that was just decorative. Oh, right, that was level X. Okay. Right, I guess I said, I think Felton seemed good. I think the only thing, as I said, is some of the heights were a bit... Maybe could have been a bit lower, or maybe the character's jumping ability could go a bit higher. Just seems some of the jumps, like was it level 3 or 4, the one which I couldn't actually get to, and I had to kind of hit it from underneath, which was a bit confusing, but no, apart from that, seemed like a good, competent platformer. Alright. So that was a very cool game by Ninja Monkey. Okay, I'm gonna just try out one of the a 3D one again. So Backtrack. Backtrack. This game was created for the Brackeys Game Jam 2020.2. Backtrack is a simple concept and puzzle game. You control a red cube which can activate plates to open the door. The main game mechanic is the rewind, which spawns a ghost of the cube which backtracks to the original cube with fixed time. Okay, The creator was Sigma. The music was Third Eye, and the art assets was from the Kenny Nature Kit. Okay. I say so there. I don't know if there's a washing machine upstairs now or just intensive vacuuming going on. Anyway, let's launch. Okay, I'm not going to attempt full screen. I've learned lesson from multiple other games in the WebGL format. I need to look that up at some point. Is my resolution off? I think there was a menu screen of some kind, but it disappeared, so okay. There it is, hold tab. Move the red cube with the arrow keys. Space to spawn the rewind cube. The red plate can only be activated by the red cube. The door opens only after both cubes land on each plate. Okay. So, oh, I like the movement, the rolling movement. Okay, so, oh, is that? Can I read that? Okay, it's a sign, but I don't think I can actually read it. Okay, the camera's a little bit jittery, I think. Okay, once you press space, you have to go again. There we are. I think if the camera, you kind of fix the Y height, maybe just made it so that the look position kind of ignored changes to the Y-axis to some extent. Okay, so how is this meant to work? Because I can only have... Okay, so both blues are pressed down, and then I'm on the red. Okay, I think it'd be good if the camera could have shown what you were affecting, because I couldn't tell if I was actually doing anything, because I couldn't see the bridge that was moved by it. There we are. And also maybe just some audio feedback to let you know success or failure. Just like a button clicking noise or something, just like, yep, this worked. Maybe some color change or animation to let you know that the button is or is not pressed. Just more feedback to let you know that you're sort of succeeding, basically. Like, I don't know, is the button currently pressed? Yes, it is, but be good just something to let you know, like they could just simply change color, just change the material. It's colors when you succeed. Okay, let's hang out here. Because it seems like you have to stay on the blue for one. I keep going back to press the red, but in all honesty, I don't know what I'm doing that for. I don't know if that is actually doing anything. And there we go, that's the camera being better of our shot there, so yeah, let's get to the end. Okay, have a go back there. I don't know what the red buttons... I don't know if the red buttons have been doing anything. I also don't know if the signposts are readable. Oh. Okay, I've got to the end. I've seem to have glitched out the physics a little bit now. Whee. Oh, okay. It's the end of the world. No, I think, you know, that was competent enough. I just think a bit like the Brackeys not included, it's user feedback. Just do something just to show buttons have been pressed. Be it, you know, if possible audio. If you don't have audio, then at least have I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, exact audio. It can literally be if you just tap a table with a phone record and just sort of use that. But even if that's not the case, just color change. Just, you know, go from one shade of blue to a different, just to let the player know, okay, I've succeeded, the thing's been pressed. Because in some of the scenarios where the camera couldn't see what you were interacting with, especially, you had no way of knowing if have I done this or not. You can also maybe have just some UI on the screen, just sort of saying, you know, thing pressed or whatever, just to let you know, you succeeded on that puzzle. But still, yeah, no, bugs were incompetent, just a little bit more user feedback, just to let you know when you're succeeding. But yeah, that was Backtrack. That was an enough little puzzle game. So yay. Oh, I will say though, I did like the movement in the cubes, just the layout of everything, the presentation. So yeah, I will say, very nice of all that stuff. I have no idea what could be making all that noise. Stuff. Don't think there's any farmer things going on. No grass being cut. Anyway, okay, I'm curious about this one. Just because from the screenshots, it's hard to gauge what it would be like. So I just kind of want to see. So Fading World is a small game made in under a week for the Brackeys game jam. The theme was Rewind. Fading World is a 3D isometric adventure platformer set in a world just after its destruction. The god of this world was successful in preventing the 3 seals of damnation from being awoken. This caused the cube-like landscapes to collapse and fall into the void below. Okay, you play as Leah, a farm boy with access to the Union Blade. This mystical weapon is a sword capable of rewinding and manipulating time around a small area. This allows the unlikely hero to come back to life, as well as repair a small part of the world around him. It is Leah's job to locate 3 seals and destroy them to restore the world to its rightful state. Okay. Mystical open map, secrets, treasures, platforming challenge. Okay. The models and programs were created by the developer. Create textures and all the normal maps were found online and are royalty free. Okay. Okay, so yeah, basically use some assets, but also, did their own models and programming. Okay, it was made by Retro Dev. Okay, we'll give it a try. It's reminding me of just from the description. Wait there, let me just not seeing that pop up before, so I'll just quickly check the page. I think it's fine, just still. Yeah, okay, let's launch it. I will trust you, It Corp. Yeah, looking at the screenshots description just reminded me of the Bastion. It also just reminded me of some older games. I'm just thinking back when the PlayStation 2 demo disc, for some reason something I think it was called Dark Cloud. I never got to play the full game, but I remember the demo disc. Okay, we're loaded. I also have a cat now, so you might hear some meowing noises. Hey, Koki. Took a little bit of time to load, just because I had to, I think, install a version of Visual Studio, but got there in the end. Okay, so it seems completely keyboard focused. WASD I used for, that's A to jump, S to attack, arrow keys to move. Okay.
Good, you can move. Now try to jump over this gap with the A key, or the bottom face button on your controller.
Oh, is this joystick as well? I feel, yeah, this feels like it probably is joystick just because of the movement. This kind of movement where you can't move the camera doesn't really work that well in Dear God, can you not move the camera? I feel like this feels like a game where the camera is meant to be movable. I'm gonna, there we go. I'm gonna get a controller. Hopefully it still gets the input even if I plug it in after starting. Okay, I can't move the camera, but okay, this does feel, at least it feels better using the mouse and keyboard. Oh, Coco, are you gonna fall? Okay. Ow, Coco. There you are. Okay, oh, bit of drifting. Okay. The fact that there's an area that kind of looks like it may be walkable that I cannot see is not good there. It's a bit odd. Let's there we go. Oh.
I'm sorry, Lee. I failed you all.
Oh, yeah, I got a heart.
Stop the destruction of this world I created.
Oh, so now the camera's changed. Okay. It still feels like it'd be nice to be able to move the camera. Especially if you're a keyboard user. Joystick is fine because you can move in any axis. I feel instead of it being mouse and instead of it being the arrow keys, if it was kind of use the mouse, hold or move the mouse in a direction for move, just that's usually how I think it works in these isometric games, just because. But I'm just gonna move forward. That's usually how it works in the isometric games, because if I use the arrow keys now, I can only go 8 basic directions. I don't have the freedom to kind of move around properly. It works fine if I'm using the joystick on a controller.
There's something in the way.
There we go.
Use the S key or the left focus button.
Okay, the camera does jump around a tad. It feels like it would be nicer just simply to have control over the camera than, like, I get it's nice to be able to direct it, but it feels it would be nice to okay, well then I need more coins. I like the kind of pop up and disappearing of the world chunks. That's fun. Oh, there we are.
It's narrow here. Be careful not to fall, Lee.
Don't tell me what to do. I fall where I want.
The world has been
I spent a good half hour just throwing swords at enemies and the games I played last time, dying again and again.
This will rewind the destruction of this world and bring it all back to the way it was.
I am not one to make wise choices when I play these games. Ooh. I do see a niceness to the camera in the way it moves, and it's kind of nice to be directed. It's just, again, it'd be nice to be able to steer it a little bit by ourselves as the player. But I know some games can have that middle ground where... Oh.
You've reached the center. Each of the 3 pathways ahead will take you to one of the scenes. I trust you, Lee. Do not fail us.
This is a lot of pressure being put on little old Lee. So I know, I like the visuals. There's a nice kind of simple charm to them. And again, it's reminded me of old PlayStation 2 games. Just, I'm getting flashbacks to the old demo discs. I don't need to destroy those boxes. I'm just being a hooligan for no reason. It's like my D&D campaign, just destroying things for no reason. Throwing stones in every window. Oh, okay, I was like, why do I need the hearts? And I realized, oh wait, I am losing hearts when I fall off. I do need them. I like the kind of hidden nature of kind of, you know, having to, where do I go next? And you kind of have to, you know, it gets revealed slowly. I do like this element of it. There's a... Ooh. Adds a nice element to it. Nice surprise. Also, for putting that off in a week, ooh, it's a lot brighter all of a sudden. Putting that off in the week of the jam is... Wait there? Oh, there we go. Whee.
Great work, Lee. I knew I could count on you. Now there's 2 more.
There's something very charming about this game. I know I kept saying it. I mean, I'm sorry I can't think of a better description. It's reminding me of. Oh no, that's not good. Don't fail again, Morgan. There we go. It just reminded me of the old PlayStation 2 stuff. Oh, okay, bit close. I do not want to know what happens if I die. Okay, this is a slight issue with the camera. Which again, directed camera's neat, but this is why it is nice to be able to control it every now and then, in case stuff like that happens. Oh. There we go. Look. Feels like you could do some neat things with having to run, like if you had some of these platforms emerge from the void slower, you could have some fun with the idea of having to run quickly to kind of get up a platform that towers above you. Or maybe even, you know, pushing stuff around so that when a platform emerges, it'll kind of, you know, take it with it. Raise it up. There we go.
You're almost there. Find the last seal.
I'm having fun. Feels like all this is missing is just some, you know, orcs and goblins, and this would be a kind of classic retro experience. Ooh. Whee. Might also be the sounds. I just think it's the presentation and the sounds and everything. It's just, I don't know. I'm feeling nostalgic. Oh, there's no clock on his sword. Oh. Okay, there we are. I talk about the camera. The camera's not that. The camera, like, it's not bad. It's just it'd be, I think, nicer if it could be controlled by the player. But I mean, it's still doing what it should be doing. I think if I was playing on mouse and keyboard, though, I would be having a lot more difficulty. This game should definitely, if there are some different input methods, like I said, if it was the mouse to aim the direction of the player, or you could do, what do they call it, tank controls? I think I have a video on my channel where I kind of discussed that. I looked into different player input types, and for this kind of game where it's kind of fixed camera and, you know, the character, you only have basic keyboard inputs, there is an advantage to making it where it's kind of this rotate left, right, doesn't move left, right, and so it rotates left, right, and then you just simply press forward to go forward and back. So that means if you've got the keyboard, you can aim it in the direction you need, and then just move forward until you have to adjust and aim it to a different way. So that's just something to consider if you're going to make a game like this, just how the input's used for different input devices. Because for this kind of game, forward, back, left, right is not good for keyboard input when you can't move the camera, because usually players rely on the idea that I can move the camera to sort of press forward and go in the direction the camera's facing, but for this game that doesn't work. Works fine for joystick, not so well for keyboard input, so that's just one thing I will say. That is one, I think, better criticism I can come up with for this.
You have brought the world back.
Whee. And navigate back to the start. Oh. Oh. So that's like echo to the footsteps. I can't tell. Oh, okay, it's a bit blind. There we are. Oh, no. Okay, be a bit more careful. There we are. Oh, okay, I win. Thank you for playing. Feel free to explore. There was, did it say Brackeys? Like, I got coins. I should have enough coins to do things. I don't completely remember what it was, but if I keep going this way, I'll hopefully find it. Oh. Was it this direction? Oh. Be nice to have like a mini map. I think it was here. Am I going mad? Ah. Okay, there we go. Yep. Yay. Anyway, okay, that was there's no pause menu there, so I'm gonna have to close it the old-fashioned way. Okay, that was a Fading Road. I liked that one. That just felt nostalgic and fun. The only criticism I can think of is, oh, is that an enemy? Were there enemies in this? No, that was, I think, the mist effect. But anyway, the only criticisms I have is for keyboard inputs. I think maybe incorporating the mouse, incorporating the mouse to the movement direction would be a good way to go, just because forward, back, left, right, keyboard input in a fixed camera game just does not work realistically. And also possibly, even though it's nice to have the camera able to kind of shift around, giving the player control over the camera. Maybe have it where if the player's done nothing with the camera for a while, it takes control over and focuses again. But it would have been nice to be able to rotate the view as the player, basically. And also would have solved the keyboard problem, because if you could rotate the camera, then the direction of input for the forward, back, left, right arrow keys doesn't matter so much anymore. But no, anyway, I had fun with that. So that was made by RetroDev. Anyway, I think I'll play one more game, and then that'll be it for today. So I'll pick one, and I will be back. Okay, the final game I'm going to be playing for this session is Ball Escape by Anwar A. Okay. A puzzle game where your goal is to reach the hole by opening doors and platforms, but it's not that easy. You control all the objects at the same time, allowing for various approaches to solving the puzzle. The game contains 4 different puzzles with an exclusive mechanic, Rewind, and with a new upcoming game mode, Story Mode, with 4 new puzzles, so keep a lookout for them. Okay, and as I said, this was made by Anwar A. Okay, looks very nice. I think the cover art you've got there doesn't do justice to the screenshots here. I got to look at the cover, like, okay, I'll give this a go, and then I look at the screenshot, oh, all of a sudden this looks... you see the cover art then you see the screenshots. I try to show off one of these in the cover art if I were you, just because it really does a lot more justice, it looks like, to the game. This kind of looks a bit prototype project, and then this looks like, oh, okay, no, this looks polish. There's polish here. But yeah. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, so about me. My name is Anwar bin Hamas. I'm the creator of this game, Ball Escape, and other games like Robo Rush. I made this game as a submission for the Brackeys Game Jam 2020.2 and a story mode version for I Can't Write But Want to Tell a Story Game Jam. I got called out by the title of that game jam. Anyway, okay, and there's the Instagram and Twitter names. Okay, so Oh, and credits, will they be... Yep, all the visual assets are created by him with the help of Pro Builder. Best tools in Unity. Okay, let us play. Controls. The red ball. Control the red ball by clicking with your mouse on the place you want to go to. For accurate results, click slightly above the place you want to go to. Okay. Control the colored cubes by standing on the same color plate and using W, A, S, or D, or the arrow keys on your keyboard. Move them. Cubes can be stacked on top of each other. To control your rewind superpower, click the right button on your mouse. Rewind only works on purple objects. Okay, let us play. Stage 1, new challenge. Could have a stronger outline, just a black outline around the text to just make it a bit easier to read. The kind of pale orangey white text on the orange backdrop's a bit difficult at times, but still, that's minor. In this stage, your goal is to open the doors, blocking your path to the goal by controlling the cubes and putting them on the small pads. Each color sits on a pad with the same color. Okay. Okay, got it. Let's so I controlled the red one, and I'm now there, so I can move. I like the sound. Okay, so they're on those now. Ah, there we go. Okay, so I've got them there. I like the noises, like subtle sounds, but nice sounds. Can I, if I get off this platform, can I? Oh, right. So the rewind mechanic, I'm guessing, comes in. There we are. Maybe a prompt just to remind you of the rewind mechanic there, just to help you figure it out. But anyway, stage 2, control room. In this stage, your goal is to open the doors, blocking your path to the goal. Also try using the rewind superpower to your advantage. Each color sits on a pad with the same color. Okay. Okay, so let's look. Up, down. Uh-oh. Might have glitched things out a little bit. So maybe a slight bug there is things can appear to yeah. There we are. Okay, so I need to get up there. I really like the noises. The presentation is stellar. Okay, there we are. Does have nav? Okay, so I think it does have some kind of nav agent because it's going where I click. So it's not a directional thing, it's a click where you go thing. Okay, stage 3, foggy facility. Oh, it looks neat. In this stage, you must reach the green ball by opening its cage. Have to be careful from going into the fog. Use the red pressure plates to temporarily disable the fog. You can't click on the red platforms. Got it. I think. Okay. Okay. I know the solution now, at least. There we are. Let's go back here, just to play safe. Alright, let it count down. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for the fog to count down before I run that. Okay. Stage 4. Teamwork. In this stage, your goal is to work with your new ally Green Bull to help open each other's paths. Don't forget to work together. Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, so I've done that. Presumably, there we go. Green Bull, why have you abandoned me? There we go. Right. You've completed the simple demo. I'm grateful for you trying out my game. Oh, well, thank you. I'll be updating this game with new content very soon, story mode, so keep a lookout for them. Okay. Well, that was a very nice, polished puzzle game. I can't really say I have nothing else to really say about it. It was just good and enjoyable. Presentation, everything looked grand. Right. So that was a ball escape. So anyway, that was me playing through session 3 of games from the Brackeys 2020.2 Game Jam. If you're feeling so inclined, I'd appreciate it if you give my game, Catastrophe Again and Again, a try, or any of the other games I've got on itch.io. I need to remember to self-advertise a bit more on these, but here's the games and the things I've released. I've done quite a few jams and had a few goes at publishing some small titles of post-jams. Yay. Anyway, that was it for session 3. If you're one of the developers of the game, one of the games I played, I hope the feedback or video was useful. And yeah, hope to play more soon. So long.